Algebra 2 Notes 4.2 Part 2, Graphing a Quadratic. Alright, go ahead and try the two warm-up problems that are already in vertex form and see if you can graph those out. So let's pause the video. Alright, so the vertex is at -3, -10. It's going to go through the point, if you think of the ordered pairs. 0, 0, 1 squared is 1, 2 squared would be 4, 3 squared was 9. So the parent function of the parabola. So we're going to go 1 to the right and up 1. 2 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 to the right, up 9. 4 to the right, up 16. And try to put as many points that fit. That'll really help me see that you understand it. All right, go ahead and get the mirror image then, the left side of the parabola, and then try to connect the dots here. Smooth as you can. My pen's not working really great today. So hopefully yours line looks better than that. All right, so something like that for number 1. Okay, let's try number 2. Number 2, the vertex starts at +4, -8. So 4 and then down to 8. But for the second one, since there's that vertical stretch of 2, the 1 squared, instead of being 1, and you end up needing to double it. So remember, we got to take those y values times 2. Okay, so 1 squared is 1, but now twice as high. And then 2 squared is 4, but then again go twice as high. So 2 squared, normally we'd put our point right here, but now I need to go up 8. All right, 3 squared is 9. So now we need to go up to 18. And I think this point just barely fits on the very top there. Okay, and then go ahead and do the mirror image and draw on that line. All right, so parabola should look something like that. It's got that vertical stretch of 2. It's a little bit skinnier than the first one we did. All right, let's go down to number 3. Put in vertex form and then graph. All right, so remember what we were working on Friday? We had to say, well, first of all, we had to figure out A is -3, B is 12, and C is -3. And then to find the X part of the vertex, or the H part of the equation, we're doing that -B over 2A. So we go -12 over 2 times -3, -B over 2A. -12 over -6, which ends up being +2. So our vertex is going to be 2 comma something. What we need to do now is fill that in and find what is f of 2. So everywhere we see a x in our equation, we're going to put that 2. And be careful with order of operations. So put a 2 there and there. Got to do the exponents before you multiply. So you end up getting 12 minus 3, which is 9. Okay, so your vertex is 2, 9. So let's go ahead and graph that out. So we're going to go 2 to the right and up 9. Also remember that your vertical stretch this time was, I believe, -3. Yes, A was -3. So you can think of those points you would normally have. 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9. We have to take them all times -3. So take all the y values times -3. Now 0 times anything is 0, so that ends up staying as the first point. This becomes our new 0, 0. So that next point is going to be 1 to the right from that point, but then down 3. Then we go 2 to the right and down 12. There's 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 to the right, down 27. That one's not going to quite fit. So just even it up over here on the other side. And then try to draw that curve through those points best you can. Something like that. So that one's even skinnier yet because it had a vertical stretch of 3. Plus it got flipped over since it had that negative. Okay, why don't you guys pause the video and try example 4. And we'll do it together here shortly. All right, we end up getting the x part of the vertex to be -2. If we plug that back in, we get -6. Now, one thing that I forgot to have us do on the last one was put it back into vertex form. So let's do that really quick here. So vertex form is y equals, or f of x minus h squared plus k. And so the a stays the same, so it's just 1/2 still. We got the h to be -2, so change it to a +2. And the k we got to be a -6. Y equals 1/2 times x plus 2, and then squared, and then -6. So that would be the equation in vertex form. So your starting point would be that vertex, -2, -6, with a vertical stretch of 1/2. So we go -2, -1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then again, normally our points would be 0, 0, 1, 1. 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared 16, 5 squared 25. I'm going to be able to go up quite a bit on this one because we're cutting each of these points in half. So times half. Cut it in half. And so on. So instead of 1 squared is 1, it's going to be 1 squared is 1/2. 2 squared instead of 4, it's going to be 2 squared is 2. 3 squared is 9. Half of 9 is 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Just kind of go right in the middle as best you can. 4 squared. 4 squared is 16. So 16 would be, cut it in half would be up 8. So 6 gets us back to the x-axis. 7, 8. All right, 5 squared would be 25. Cut that in half, 12.5. So 6, 1, 2, 3, 6 more and 1/2. There we go. So that'll round out the right side, and then just copy it on the left, and then connect the dots. All right, so example 4 should look something like that. Okay, so your assignment is a worksheet 4.2 part 2. and you have 4 problems to put in Vertex form. First one I gave you in Vertex form, but I want you to try to do it yourself. And then graph it out. Okay. And if you get done today, turn it in. Otherwise, you can turn it in tomorrow. All right. We'll see you later. Bye.